Okay, so if you're a Disney video collector, you might remember the limited issue DVDs from Disney. The one that this ad I'm showing you comes here from Mulan. This is the only other one I have besides The Little Mermaid. I hope to eventually find all of them, but yeah, hopefully one day maybe I'll find a good deal for the box set, like my good friend Nick, the Young Historian, has. It's pretty cool. I remember I looked through all his DVDs with him, actually. They're pretty cool. But basically, this is a mail-in certificate. It tells you what's available. It says available now and available whatever. October 26th, 1999, they released Pinocchio alongside a new VHS copy, even though the VHS had special features and the DVD didn't, actually. It only had a theatrical trailer. Available November 9th, you have Mulan, 101 Dalmatians, and Hercules. Available November 23rd, even though they should actually be in the reverse order in terms of DVD releases or whatever. We have Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, Lady and the Tramp, and Peter Pan. And then available December 7th, we have The Little Mermaid and The Jungle Book. And it says all these, Pinocchio they'll stop selling on December 27th, 1999. And they'll stop selling the other ones on February 7th, 2000. Now, that ended up actually not happening because, well, all of them except for Pinocchio and Mulan ended up actually not going back in the vault then, because Mulan actually was reprinted as a Gold Classic Collection title. The exact same DVD, but reprinted on February 1st, 2000. And Pinocchio they ended up keeping out and reprinting as a Gold Classic Collection title until March 7th, 2000. And Hercules also later got a reprint as a Gold Classic Collection title, although it was a different cover than that one. It was much later after that one had already gone back in the vault on August 1st, 2000. The same day that they reprinted A Bug's Life for that collection, which A Bug's Life wasn't part of this. But it was 8 Disney animated classics and 1 direct-to-video sequel, that being Lion King 2. They were released on Disney DVD for the first time. Now, these would have been like $34.95 a piece at the time. And you get free DVD. You get, basically, if you buy 5 of them, you can get, 5 of these, you get 1 free DVD of other titles. And if you buy 2 of these, you get 9 titles. Or you get 2 free DVDs if you buy all 9 of them. So, the eligible free DVDs you can get, you had to put your first, second, or third choice. Include 101 Dalmatians live action, Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas, Flubber, George of the Jungle, Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey, Mary Poppins, Mighty Joe Young, Mr. Magoo, The Parent Trap, The Santa Claus, and Tron. Many of those titles ended up getting way better DVD releases, much like all the titles here, of course. 101 Dalmatians, I don't know if the later DVD was any better. That was the one that came out around the time 101 Dalmatians Platinum Edition came out, but Enchanted Christmas definitely got a good release. A better one, like a special edition. Mary Poppins and Tron both got 2-disc editions. Santa Claus got a single-disc special edition. I know George of the Jungle, I have that on DVD as well, but that didn't really get a different release. Free DVD must be redeemed by March 31st, 2000. I wasn't even born yet when this was, so I was born in 2001, so. But yeah, just thought you guys would find that interesting, how, like, some of these things are sort of time capsules. They become collectible sort of every like after about 10 years, these things always become collectible, because most people probably know these classics from the Platinum Edition releases, or like because 6 out of 9 of these became Platinum Editions eventually, so. Yeah, and they were all the Platinum Edition, because the other ones, like the first 6 Platinum Editions were titles that hadn't been on DVD as of yet. The last one of those being Cinderella in late 2005. Then all the other Platinum Editions had been on DVD before. But they released them on DVD here because they knew they weren't going to be able to release them later, like, even though because Pinocchio and Peter Pan, and also Sleeping Beauty, which wasn't part of this, weren't initially planned to be part of the Platinum Edition, but they ended up becoming part of that. Like, later on, they added them in the line. Because Peter Pan had a special edition in 2002, after this, like just a few years after this release. And Sleeping Beauty had a special edition in 2003, and they later came out as Platinum Editions in 2007 and 2008, whereas if it hadn't been for these limited issues, we would have had to wait, like, about 10 years to get 101 Dalmatians, like 9 years to get 101 Dalmatians. Because even these were sort of one-offs, because a lot of these, like, especially the Jungle Book, went back in the vault, like, almost 2 years before these DVDs even came out, like the VHS copy. So, these were just sort of to put them out, to have them out on DVD, and then put them back in the vault. That was it. These weren't available on VHS at the time, so that was just what they did. So if it hadn't been for these, you would have had to wait, like, because by the Jungle Book 101 Dalmatians on DVD, and little, like, Lady and the Tramp and Little Mermaid didn't come to the next DVD release, the Platinum Edition, until 2006. Jungle Book didn't come until 2007, and 101 Dalmatians didn't come until 2008. So yeah, it's amazing. A lot of people forget about these releases, even though these were the very first ones. So yeah, definitely hope to collect all these. So more as novelties, not to have, because pretty much all the DVDs are superior, except for a couple of them. I know that Little Mermaid is the uncensored cut where the priest's kneecap is still intact. Where in the Platinum Edition, he literally just does not have a knee. And the Jungle Book is the full aspect ratio. I know that many of these titles, like, I know Aristocats, I think Sword in the Stone, Robin Hood, I know the Gold Classic Collection DVDs had the full aspect ratio, but the later DVDs from the mid to late 2000s were the widescreen thing. Same with the Jungle Book, was guilty of that, unfortunately, too. Because at the time, they were made in sort of the Xerox animation was all done in 4:3 aspect ratio. Most theaters at the time were widescreen only, so they had to cut them, so they used those masters. Yet back when the Gold Classic Collection DVDs were coming out, and these ones, more people had square TVs, so they used those masters, and those are the better ones. But I know that a lot of them, I collect Laserdiscs too, so a lot of those I'll probably just try to find the Laserdiscs and watch them like that, so. Plus I have them on VHS, of course, so I can always just digitize them. I don't have to spend any money. To me, it's just too complicated to get into now, but,